basically everything's done down there for now. Now I gotta put in the new blowers because they're making noise, so we're gonna replace them. But we have to put different ducking in because it's a upgraded kit, so some of the stuff's changing. So I gotta open the rest of this up and change it. Got it all apart. Stuff's over there. Got these unbolted. These just slide out, both of them. Now I gotta go to the boxes and see if I just have to replace all the stuff they gave us or just the blowers and the connectors. We'll see. So I got it apart, and then I went down and got the box of all the stuff. You got the new blowers right there, and then right here are some fittings. Well, duct fittings to go into the ductwork. That is basically going to plumb the blowers into all these vents and the side ones on both sides here. That way the air isn't just blowing around in here and able to go everywhere, as I'm guessing. It's gonna force it to go in these vents so it blows even better. It's just an upgrade kit that comes with the new blowers. And we're gonna put it in too, because we might as well. So I'm not sure if these ducts have to go in first or if the blowers do, but we're gonna put the ducts in first and we'll go from there. So on the, I have that one right there, it just sits there. There's 2 bolt marks. I'm not sure if I have to bolt it in or when I put the blowers in and the gasket, if it'll hold it tight enough. We'll see then. Otherwise we'll have to put 2 little screws in to hold it down. This one's tight because it plumbs into the side. That one has 1 side vent and that side over there has 2. Now they gave me 2 of each for some reason. Not sure why, but it is what it is. We'll put that in over there. I should have grabbed my light for you guys. Well, basically, it goes in like that. Quite simple. And that's in. So we got the seal on. It's like a foam one that sticks onto the blower. Now, just slide it in. There it goes. Like that. You can see that it gets rid of most of the tightness, or most of the gap. And then it bolts in right here. And that will force, well, there's a little bit of gap. It's not designed perfect apparently. But that is gonna force a lot more. Once I bolt this tight, you can see it'll get better. But that side snugged up really nice. And then I took this side back off, realized there's a little spring down there. You see on those vents? It was hitting on the bottom and it wasn't letting that go down all the way. That's why this side was up so much. Now it's looking like that. All I do notice now is I will have to put 2 screws in to hold that, because otherwise it'll be like that. But the sides are good. They're nice and snug, and this gets pushed forward and bolted. So this is actually gonna work really good. Use the drill, got 2 screws in, both sides. Now it's good. Just gotta put the blowers in and then it's basically done. All right, now we do have the natural airflow.
It was like a...
Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, she's blowing and it's quiet now. The old one, it rumbled. I can turn the other ones on, or down here. If I open that up. My finger don't, there we go. We have the bottom ones, bottom blower. There. So now that that's all done, I have to calibrate the front suspension. And we're also going to calibrate the cab suspension because we've never done it. And you know, maybe that could be a reason that the front window got blown out. That should have never happened in the first place. But we're going to calibrate the suspension. So what we did is we called Weavers down in Pennsylvania, and they sent me the instructions on how to do it. So we're gonna do the cab, and then we'll do the front end. They said we should be able to do it ourselves, so pretty handy. So I'm gonna get to this. So we're doing the front suspension now. I just watched it raise up. You got the light blinking. And it says it's supposed to raise up all the way first. It's supposed to pressurize or whatever, read that it's at max height. And then it's supposed to drop all the way. Once it's figured that crap out. Oh, it's dropping. Then it goes all the way to the bottom to know where bottom is. And then it'll calculate where, I don't know how it does its numbers. It'll read middle. And now we're on down. I'm just hopefully waiting for this thing to come back up. This is all new to me, so we're figuring it out. I hope this thing comes back up. Oh, I hear something. Oh, light stopped. Hey, look at that. Hey, we got it. Yeah, it's working. Look at that. The front suspension is calibrated. I like it. The cab one was giving me issues. So I went into the front end one. Now we'll figure out the cab after. It's a different day, Sunday, so we're not doing too much, but we are working on the shit tank. There's some holes that we're plugging. There's one there we did. There's two here. Right now we're working on the back. There was one there. We have to plate this one just like we're doing there, because if you look up top, it's all rotted out. So we made a plate for here. We're just welding that on. 2 years ago, I think it was, I did the whole floor except for right here because I ran out of steel, and then the front 4 feet I didn't do. But the front 4 feet's still good, but there was holes here, so we bowed that under. That one's good. And now we're just getting this done slowly. Where are the other ones? There's a couple holes. There's a crack from when the tire went through because we had an axle snap and it went right through there, crushed it, so it finally cracked here, there, down there. There's a hole there. And then we have the roof cut open because we got to put new baffles in. Because if this tank don't have baffles, it snaps axles. We found that out because we snapped 3 because we ran it without baffles one year. So it needs the baffles. And it's getting it actually is going to get a new tire. It is March 30th, and we're gonna get my tank out. Problem is we gotta pull this truck out, and then my tank's back there. You think it'll start, Ferdy? Oh yeah, definitely. There's snow inside. That right there. Easy on her now. Let her warm up. Oh, there's some smoke coming from there. Yeah, there's a hole. So all my tires are full.
Wow. They're inflated.
They're inflated. Hey, I've came down here before and the tire was off the bead and
yeah, we've used
ether, and it was a shit show to get it back on. All right, I'll get the truck out and then we'll get my tractor here and bring it out. We're gonna pull this in and get that. It is a very tight fit out. We'll show you when we get there, but I'm gonna bring this in real quick.
making sure we don't rip the roof off.
It's tight.
Right. Alright. So I'll throw that on right there.
We've never actually showed the drawbar work.
Oh, well. This is kind of heavy.
Yeah. Put the camera down, man.
Right? Second. throws it in. Probably gonna put grease on the ball after, but there you go. We also put a chain around just in case too.
So I got the turning mechanism bolted on. It's still loose, but I'm just driving it to the shop, so I don't care.
But it's also stops it from popping out.
Yeah. That, and that piece gets, that's the turning bar. There. There you go. This got moved.
There we go. Not too bad.
And there's a safety clip here
You
somewhere.
don't need that chain right now.
But this chain goes around there after to give it some extra drawbar support. We have our cab kit here.
One of them is a cab kit. Maybe. I don't know.
It costed enough, but it's here. That it will be going on there. I haven't even shown working on this tank and what we've been doing, but I will. I'm done the right side. I repacked a bunch of all the bearings.
Did Napa bring the rest of the whole?
Yes, I gotta go check that actually.
Fuck it. Ooh, this thing's full of stuff.
Yeah.
Is that how you have to start talking? I didn't say anything bad. That's the problem.
You're dropping stuff already.
When you don't even think what you're saying is bad anymore, right?
On this tank,
This looks like a lot more work than I was thinking.
yeah, the 84 was so fast.
It's like Christmas.
I did it in like 30 minutes, an hour, in the second one.
And they said 17 hours.
They told us 17 hours to do this if you know what you're doing.
We have no idea. Did they give us a manual? We got all weekend.
But the good thing is, our window's still not here, so we got all the time in the world.
They look the same. No, they're a little different.
A little different. Oh God.
Must been. That's why it costs so much more.
That's the U was what cost us so much instead of another loop. Anyways, on this thing, you're putting your ass in the grease.
Not bad.
I already repacked this one. The bearings I went through, I think 3-4 years ago on all of them. We redid them. So the bearings are all good, but we repacked them all. I've been going through the brakes because I did like half of them last time. I had to replace one. These are still good. And brake lines. But
These are good.
I changed these last year. Where are some bad ones?
The middle ones. Other side, you had them.
They're on the ground on the other side. I'll grab one after. And then my steer pins.
They said no bushings.
There's no bushings on them, sadly. They're egged. But we're going to at least replace the pins.
You said you should almost drill them out.
Okay.
Next size up and drill them out. And who said that? The guy from Hull.
Okay.
So yeah.
These are the brake lines. I don't want to lose my brakes.
Yeah. You get manure on them, they rust out faster. And
So that's kind of what's been going on. Brake lines. I already finished the other side. It's fully hose changed and bled.
yeah.
Bearings. And Christos.
Well, one of them. I was gonna say something, but I can't. One was gonna take a while. One did take a while for him because you had to drill it out.
Yeah.
It took 5 hours. But now he's
5 hours. All right. We are all done the tank. It's done. I did not. Oh, I do. Yeah, I did all the brakes. They're bled. Tires are back on. They're aired up. 2 of them I had to put plugs in. She's fully greased. Got 30 here. The only thing that's left to do is these springs. Even this one, it's not tight enough. It needs to be a little tighter, but they're all too loose. And with them being loose, it yanks the steering. Because last year, the steering was just, when I engaged it, it just was doing what it wanted to. So I do gotta tighten that up. And I guess she'll be ready to go after. I gotta grease those couple things, but I've held off until we're done working here. But yeah, that is probably it for this video. This tank will be out tomorrow morning because it's all done except for that little bit. And then the next project will be that tractor. That is gonna be something. We have no clue how it's gonna go, but stay tuned. Till the next one.